What's up guys, welcome to today's video. So today guys, I'm going to be walking you through a couple of things. Make sure you pay attention. So today what we are going to be learning, what is area of value. Secondly, what is support and resistance, what it means and how to identify support and resistance. I'm going to walk you through and show you the secret way you can be able to identify support and resistance anytime you're analyzing the market. Remember, the last time we talked about market structure. You understand? If you have not checked the video, make sure you go and watch the video. These videos is in series, alright? So make sure you follow the steps, especially if you are a beginner, so that you can be able to understand what you are doing. So we'll talk about market structure. In this video, we're going to be talking about area of value, right? So make sure you watch till the end, right? So here, area of value, when you talk about area of value is where to buy or sell. After you must have identified market structure, the next thing you should have in mind is where is area of value out of this market structure that you just identified, right? So area of value is where exactly are you going to be buying in the market, because you are not meant to jump into the market. Once you identify area market structure, you just jump in and buy at any place you see, all right? So you need to identify area of value. What does that mean? It means that it is that portion in market structure where you are going to be buying or selling, all right? So that is what it means. So for you to identify area of value, there are a couple of things. Different traders use different things. You understand? Some people use trend line, some people use support and resistance, some people use demand and supply. So there are a couple of things, moving average. Some people use different indicators to identify the area of value. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to be focusing on what support and resistance, which is what I normally use. I also use trend line to identify this. So what is support? Support is an area on your chart where buying pressure could step in. Remember the word could step in, all right? So the word could here means that trading is all about probability. So there is no certainty. It's not a certain that by fire by force the market must reverse or continue moving in that particular region. So that's why it is said what could happen, because it is a game of probability, all right? So there is high possibility for it to happen. That is what area of support, where there is the specific area on your chart where buying pressure could step in. While resistance here is an area on your chart where selling pressure could as well step in. All right. So I'm going to take you to the chart so that you'll be able to understand what these things mean. So by the time you take a look at this chart, so if you open your chart and you see something like this, what you should be able to identify is you can either use horizontal line, but I like to use this more like a rectangular shape, right, to be able to identify, because it is a region, not a line, right? When you're identifying support and resistance, support is a region, not a line, right? So when I say it's a region, what I mean is something like this. If I pick this rectangular box to identify that, I can be able, let's say for instance, mark this region. Can decide to use this, do it like this, okay? You can draw something like this, then you come down as well, draw it downward. All right. So having identified this is the up one. Remember, some people use horizontal line, but to always carry for mind that this is what a region. A region means it can be within your anywhere within this box. You understand? Is considered to be what a support and resistance level, whether up or down. So the up one is considered to be what? To be a resistance, which means when market takes off from here, this region resist it from moving higher, all right? this region resist it from moving higher. As you can see, we have resistance here. We also have we also have resistance here. Kind of, although this one didn't reach that much, but it's somehow close. So we have it here. We also have it here. Then the last one, which is this part. When I said that support or resistance is a region which selling price or buying pressure could underline the word could step in, this is what it means. If you notice that here the market went down immediately, reached this resistance level. The same thing happened here, and the last one. But let's continue. If you move further with the mindset, the same mindset that markets will go down, then if you head to this point here, you discover that when markets reach here, if you keep scrolling, when market reach, if you sell at this point, you notice that market will do what? Will hit your stop loss here. That's what I say it's a game of probability, because at this point the buyers was able to push the price above this region, whereby market was not able to go down. All right, that's why you need to manage your risk no matter the strategy you are using. All right, so moving on, guys. This particular example is more like in a ranging market. Let's just show you another thing. Let me go to another trend. If you keep moving on, there's one thing I want you to understand here. So let me minimize. So if you take a look at here, you discover that in this region here, let's say for instance, you notice that this place now serves as support. And one thing you should understand is that each time a support or resistance is broken, it's normally, if it is a support turns resistance. All right. Whenever a support is broken, it can turn to resistance. As you see, market reach here, it bounce back, reach here. Sorry, let me expand it a bit. So markets reach here, then it bounce back. But on coming to the third time, as you can see, market break here. But to break here now, as you can see here, this region that was support before, after market break it turns to what? Resistance. Because when market is coming back or reaching this place, this market keep heading down, right? The market keep breaking down more. So whenever you're analyzing, always have in mind that there is tendency for support level to turn to resistance, or resistance level to turn to support. Moving on, you can see another example here, a situation whereby if you come to this place now, you discover that by the time I put a kind of resistance here, with the support here which turn to resistance, you see that practically, if you look down here, you'll be able to see that market come here, touch this level, whereby here serve as support. But on coming back the second time, as you can see, this candle break below here. But after it break below here, markets head down, then come back. This place that was support before, when market was around this region, automatically turned to resistance, which stopped the price from pushing up. Alright, the same thing happen after the price go down. They come back again to the same resistance, then they push down. Then the same thing happen here. Automatically, this region that was support before, everything turns to what? Resistance, as the market is heading down. So this is in a scenario whereby we are looking at a downtrend. But if you go to a uptrend, for instance, let me just show you example so that you'll be able to understand what you are doing. So there is in an uptrend, you expect what? You expect resistance to turn towards support. Let me just show you. If you look here, you discover that from here the market have been trending up. From here, as you can see, markets have been trending up. So having known that the market is trending up, which we emphasize how to identify that, we using what market structure. The next thing here you can see here is to know that this region market break out of this zone, whereby here is a resistance. I just show you how to be able to spot resistance. Here serve as resistance because market reach here, bounce back, reach here, it bounce back again. So on reaching here, it break out of here. And I told you that when market break out of resistance, it's going to turn to support because it's an uptrend. But it's with a downtrend, when market break a support, it's going to turn to resistance. So as you can see, market break out of a resistance, then push up, come back to retest here, which serve as what? As a support level. The same thing happen again. If you come down to here, you can see when market break out of this region, you see market break out of this region, which is a resistance level, then market come back to this place again, which is support. So you expect to buy at what? As support and sell as resistance, right? So when market comes here, you enter here, then the same thing happen. When market comes to this level, we break this small resistance because here is a resistance, because market come down here and price push down here. Then what you need to do is by the time you draw something like this again, whereby here to identify that here is a resistance level, so you discover as market break out of it, still come back to retest this place, whereby here automatically turn towards support, which was formerly a resistance when the market was coming up. So these are the method you can be able to identify. The same thing happen here as market break out of here. Here is a resistance level, then push up, come back to this level to retest it before market starts heading up. Apply this method and you see that your stress will be reduced drastically whenever you are trading. So if you find value in this, don't forget to click the subscribe button and also like the video. Leave in the comment section what